and they want to fly out to Hawaii with you. So a fire sign will try to propose to you or get married to you the month of October. They're going to be in huge distress. They're going to be like desperate. Get a new car, a Mercedes or a BMW, an Audi, or somebody could be getting a Cybertruck. Oh my goodness. You know, like the first thing they're telling you is that the aliens are coming. So you're going to also become close friends with somebody of the... But I do see you stocking up on certain things like candles and batteries and... Hello Gemini, how are you? Welcome back to the channel. Leeza here. If you're new, make sure to subscribe and join the Soul Tribe. We have a read for you guys, okay? This is for October 2025. It is a general read, so take what resonates and leave what doesn't beyond. For house watchers, you are welcome. This message is also timeless. I want to thank everyone for all the support, and with all that out of the way, we're going to get started. Thank you so much, angels, ancestors, spirit guides, universe, galactic beings, ancient ancestors, elders. Guide us in this read for my Geminis. And what messages do you have for us? Truly grateful for your divine guidance and celestial light. So, Gemini. We have the Six of Cups at the bottom. That's interesting. Okay. So there's something here about the past, but you could be reminiscing the month of October, like about childhood. You could be dealing with children, okay? Maybe some of you are a teacher at preschool or for kindergarten, right? Or you work at a daycare. That won't be for everybody. Or there could even be something here about a pregnancy for someone. Somebody could be telling you that they're pregnant, or some of you could be getting pregnant, okay? Obviously, it won't be for everybody, but... is something here about some type of closure or some type of I heard communion. So we have the Three of Cups there. I'm sorry if I'm talking funny. I've been having to wear my retainer a lot and it's shifting my teeth, and so I'm getting used to the new position of my teeth in my mouth. But here we have Six of Cups, Three of Cups, the Four of Cups, and the Hermit. Okay, so there is an older man or an older woman. It doesn't have to be a love situation. It could be like a friendship, a soul sister or a soul brother. But for a lot of you, this is some type of romantic connection. But you may not want this, or you could be a little bit skeptical about this individual's true motivations and intentions. There's something here, Gemini, about this older man, because for most of you, I am getting that this is an older man. It's something here about him trying to help you, trying to assist you either with business or career, trying to give you some type of money. He could be a sugar daddy for some of you, but I feel like for most... yeah, there's the microwave. Like for some of you, he could be a sugar daddy, but like some of you might get a sugar daddy or sugar mama, but I just feel like this energy of there is a genuine connection here with you and this person. Like it feels authentic to me. So that's why I don't... like maybe for some of you it could be like that, but I feel like for most of you, it's either a really strong business partnership, a relationship that is platonic in nature, strictly a friendship, or it could be one of romantic nature. So we have the Emperor on the side here, and we have the Five of Pentacles. So I do see, Gemini, that the month of October is like this energy of work slowing down. Work could be slowing down. It could be an energy here of business being a little slow. Okay, I feel like Spirit's saying not to fear, but it's definitely important you pace yourself out, right? Especially when it comes to like debt payments, right? Don't try to pay your debt off all at once. For most people, that's just not feasible. Pay it off in chunks. Cover a large enough chunk for, you know, for you to really tackle it and cover that interest rate and more. But don't pay off all of your debt at once. It's something here like Spirit is advising somebody to be patient, because sometimes these minimum payments are not due until the end of the month, right? You don't have to be rushing to pay this off right away. And also remember, the days, the numbers have powers. If you want to pay off debt, you should pay that off the 9th, because number 9 talks about completing cycles. You should never pay debt or rent or mortgage on the 1st of the month, because number 1, the 1st of the month, that's a manifesting number. And so when you're making these large payments on the 1st or on the 31st, those are some of the worst days to do it. You could be potentially manifesting more debt, more expenses for yourself and whatnot. You see, that's why this stuff is increasing, because a lot of people pay their rent the 1st of the month when it should really be the 29th. 2 and 9. 2 nines is double endings, double completion of a cycle, right? So the Emperor on the side here, you have Death and you have the 3 of Swords. Somebody here, and I do feel this is your Emperor, but they want to reflect with you. They want to heal something. Somebody here feels at a loss, Gemini. But I feel like you have long moved on, or you have put distance, or you don't trust this person. Confirmation, the microwave going off in the kitchen. You have the Page of Swords and the 10 of Cups. So you're going to also become close friends with somebody of the LGBTQ plus community. Some of you could be LGBTQ plus, but I see you becoming close friends with a man or a woman that is, right? They are gay or lesbian, or they could be trans, they could be bisexual, but this individual is a lot younger than you. And I almost get this energy. Some of you, they could end up becoming one of your top clients if you run a business, or they could be, like, if you own properties or something, they could be renting from you or buying from you, or they could be helping you with work. It's stuff here, like energies are coming to your aid. Energies are coming to assist you. The King of Cups and the Lovers. Oh, wow. So there's a Cancer here, the Tower. Gemini, there's so much that's happening. But this may not be until Scorpio season. This part right here, there's a Cancer here, and it's very intense. There are Cancer, Sun, Aries, Moon, or Capricorn Moon, or Cap Rising. But it's really intense. This individual's around your age. Okay, I don't get an age gap with this one, but it's a really intense, really dynamic connection that's in the works of playing out with you and this individual. So there's a friend here, a young friend. There's an older man or an older woman. There's somebody from your past, and there's Cancer. So there's a lot of different characters showing up in your life, right? And I feel like this is going to be fun. It's going to be exciting, because maybe, Gemini, you could have felt alone, right? The Hermit, 4 of Cups, you could have felt alone recently, or maybe you were spending a lot of time alone. So you're going to feel like very rejuvenated and social around all these different people. Oh, this is diagonal upright. The 8 of Swords diagonal upright. So the Queen of Pentacles. So your money stuff, like any financial blocks or anything that was slowing down, it's going to recuperate. It's going to come back tenfold. I do get here maybe that 8 of Swords is what you don't see coming, is that the finances, everything will be all right. Everything will work itself out with that. Yeah, 3 of Pentacles and the Chariot. You know what I'm hearing? Every little thing is going to be all right. Confirmation. Yeah, Gemini, everything's going to be so good. You could be going to the dealer to get a new car, a Mercedes or a BMW, an Audi, or somebody could be getting a Cybertruck. Oh my goodness. You're going to get some type of payout at the end of October. And quite a few of you are going to go to the dealer to get a new car, or it could even be a Cadillac. The Ionic, the Cadillac Ionic, I think it's called. It is something here about a car that's like 70 or 60K or even more. Even more. Confirmation, my frequency started playing in the background on my iPad. There's something here. This big payout will let you, because I'm seeing a new car, and it's a newer car because it has like all the technological features and whatnot. Okay, you could also be planning a trip to China at some point for business, China or Japan. That's not going to be for everybody, but it's something here about a trip to China or Japan for work, for business, for some type of networking. The Magician, yeah, Spirit saying yes. The Magician and the Ace of Swords, double air. Eventually, you're going to get on that plane and travel to this country, or you could already live in China. Some of you, right? I do have viewers from all over the world. There are some of you already in China, so maybe you could be flying out to South Korea or flying out to the States or Canada. I heard Montreal, I heard Quebec, so it could be something here like that. Japan, right? Or there could be this energy here of somebody that is Chinese flying to Japan, or somebody that is Japanese flying out to China for networking, for work, for business. Five of Cups and the King of Wands. There's a fire sign here, Gemini, that's going to be crying over you, sobbing hysterically the month of October in huge distress and anguish. This man or this woman, whoever it may be, they're going to be in huge distress. They're going to be like desperate, crying, begging for you, like, please, please, there's something here about a fire sign. The Hangman and the Knight of Pentacles. Give me more clarity with this Hangman and Knight of Pentacles. Oh my goodness, the Lovers. Okay, Gemini. On top of meeting a Cancer, there's a Pisces here. A very hippie Pisces. But this hippie Pisces, they're like very... they're a little out there. In a good way. Like the first thing they're telling you is that the aliens are coming, so like they're an interesting person. They're very good looking. This Pisces, they're very good looking. They could have been vegan at one point, or they're currently vegan, but they don't really judge people for what they eat. They will tell you, well, oh, you should look at this, you should look at the data, etc. Like, they will say stuff like that, but they won't, like, they're not going to be, oh, I'm not going to be with Gemini because Gemini's not vegan, Gemini's not vegetarian, like, they're not going to do that. But it's like they're very funny, this person. This man or woman is really funny. They're interesting. They're always in a good mood. They always seem to be happy. And they are sober. Okay, I just have to, whoops, like it's not like they're stoned 24/7. No, they're sober. They're sober, they're of right mind. But they're very funny. They're very dynamic, this individual. They like to do all kinds of different things, all kinds. They love hiking, they like nature, but they also have traveled to many different places in the world. They also have gone to like different festivals, film festivals, art shows, gallerias. This individual, for some of you, has been on TV to do like small parts as an actor and actress in different shows. Like, they have gotten different gigs and whatnot. They also have several degrees, or a degree and several certifications. So, confirmation, my throat chakra, they are very, it's like they're a powerful manifester. And here you have the Knight of Swords, so Gemini. There could be this thing here where flights are grounded in the States. So it's just something to bear in mind that, you know, perhaps these aliens, right? If it's what they're saying, that these aliens are up in our atmosphere, then perhaps at some point Trump decides to ground all the flights for a brief period until the danger, confirmation, my throat chakra, until the danger is assessed. But look, these aliens have had all this time to destroy us. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they see us as too valuable, or they see this planet as too valuable, or it's both. You know, if they really wanted to unalive us and do an Independence Day, they could have done that years ago. You know, like, they could have done that years ago and whatnot, could have handled us years ago. And so, yeah. Somebody here needs to drink water. Somebody's got to wash out with eating meat, raw meat, or because I'm getting something here about the stomach bug. So somebody has to, like, you know, the best thing to treat the bug is fluid with electrolytes and whatnot. Like, that is one of the best things you can do, right? When you go to the hospital and they give you that IV because you can't keep anything down, is to rehydrate you, right? Is to rehydrate and to make sure you don't lose the important fluid in your body. That's how a lot of people pass when they get the stomach bug, right? They keep puking and puking. They don't go to a hospital, and understandably so, because the hospital, right, they're going to charge an arm and a leg, you know, if you don't got insurance or your insurance don't cover that. Here in the States, they're going to charge an arm and a leg for an emergency visit. So it's like, it's understandable, but at the same time, you know, somebody here just needs to be careful with deli meat. That's what I'm hearing. It's deli meat in particular. Like, somebody just make sure you're storing and eating your food properly, you know. Me personally, I'm vegan, and ever since I went vegan, I haven't gotten any type of food poisoning in years. I think it's been well over 10 years. I think somebody did get food poisoning in my family a while ago. And you know, normally I get, like, weirded out by that stuff, but I didn't even feel anything. You know, I kept eating and going about my day as, like, nothing. Okay, let's see here. What do we have for the witches? Wisdom. We have magic. Okay. Lady Goddess, feminine. And we have the cauldron. So I feel like the month of October, Gemini, is like you're getting into recipes, you're getting into, like, sourdough starter, home baked bread, storing food, canning food. It's this energy of you feeling a little bit nervous, especially with, you know, if you're in the States, you're feeling nervous with Trump. Or these tariffs. It's like confusion, like you're not really understanding what's about to go down, and I don't blame you, because who even knows at this point. But I do see you stocking up on certain things like candles and batteries and food in particular, like flour, yeast, canned goods, toilet paper. Like, I just see you stocking up. I don't know. Maybe the aliens are coming. Who knows? Who knows? And the Taurus reading has showed aliens. Marriage. And rare gifts. So a fire sign will try to propose to you or get married to you the month of October. Somebody here will try. But will it be a success? Look, abundance and surviving. Yeah, your money's going to work out in the end, Gemini. Your money's going to be all right. Things may be slow at first, but, right, it could even be the shutdown, you know. The shutdown, it can make people panicky at first, and then as the weeks go on, because this shutdown will most likely last weeks. It might even last months. But as it goes on, you know, people get used to life again, right? People get used to life again, and then they start spending and hiring, and, you know, business starts flowing again. The past and the dreams. So, Gemini, somebody from the past wants to live a dream with you. They want to go to Hawaii. I'm hearing Hawaii in particular. Somebody from the past wants to surprise you with a honeymoon vacation to Hawaii. And they want to fly out to Hawaii with you. You know, I'm hearing Bruno Mars, if the world was ending, I want to be next to you. And this individual, it's like they want to take a quick 3-day, 4-day trip to Hawaii with you. The two of you spend a romantic getaway. You know, you get everything, the couples treatment at the hotel, right? At the resort, right? The dinner together and the bed all set up with roses, with the bouquet of flowers. The spa treatment together, right? Like, it's this energy here, this individual. They're gonna surprise you with this, and they may even have a ring. So I don't know what some of you are going to do with this. But that is your read. That's what I have for you. I hope you enjoyed this, and I wish you love and light.